Every year, grade 12 learners lose easy marks in summary writing because they don't follow the instructions correctly. In the NSC exam, this is one of the easiest 10 marks you can get if you follow what is required of you to do. In this lesson, I'm going to exactly teach you how to write a good summary step by step, using the same approach that markers expect from you. First, understand the question. Before you even read the passage, you must understand the instructions. You are required to include exactly 7 points only. You must use your own words. This means you are not allowed to copy directly from the text, and your summary must not exceed 90 words. So, if you go over the word limit, markers will stop marking anything above 90 words. So please avoid that mistake as possible. And finally, your summary must be written as one fluent paragraph. So if you ignore any of these instructions, you will lose marks immediately. Always start by identifying exactly what is required. Second, understand the passage. Now let's look at the passage. This text discusses the difference between happiness and contentment. So your focus is very specific here. You are asked to explain why contentment is preferable. Happiness is described as temporary and linked to excitement, while contentment is deeper, calmer, and longer lasting. So when you read the paragraphs, please do not focus on everything. Focus only on the ideas that explain why contentment is better. The next step is to identify the main ideas in the paragraph you just read, but now you are not looking for full sentences. You are looking for key meanings. So, from the same passage, we can extract the following ideas. Contentment provides a sense of fulfillment and appreciation. It is long-lasting. It creates calmness and peace. Content people are patient and willing to wait for rewards. They set realistic goals. They are not greedy or materialistic. They have purpose and resilience. These are the 7 core ideas you will use. Notice carefully that we have simplified each point into its main meaning. Now we move to summarizing. This means rewriting the ideas in your own words without changing the meaning. For example, if the text says, contentment lasts indefinitely, you can say contentment is long-lasting. If it says absence of greed and materialism, you can say people are not greedy or materialistic. You are not copying exactly, but you are transforming the language while keeping the idea the same. This is a very important skill you should practice because copying directly is not allowed. So once you have your 7 points, you must combine them into one fluent paragraph of 90 words. You're not required to list them and do not use bullet points. In English Home Language, a summary is written in a fluent paragraph. So your ideas must flow naturally from one to the next. Make sure to use linking words such as and, while, which, also, however, or furthermore to connect your ideas. A good summary reads smoothly and makes sense as a complete paragraph. This is how a full summary of 90 words written in a fluent paragraph should look like. Contentment provides a deep sense of fulfillment. appreciation, making it a lasting and stable experience. It allows individuals to feel calm and at peace with their lives. Those who are content are patient and willing to wait for rewards instead of seeking instant gratification. They set realistic goals, which helps them achieve satisfaction. Contentment also reduces greed and materialism, encouraging gratitude for what one has. Such individuals are less competitive and find comfort in their circumstances, while developing resilience, purpose, and determination in pursuing meaningful long-term goals. All right, so before you finish, always check your work. Make sure you have included 7 points. Make sure you have used your own words. Check that your summary does not exceed 90 words. And confirm that you have written one clear paragraph. If all of these are correct, you are on track for full marks. These are common mistakes made by learners when writing a summary, and you should never make them in your future exams. Some learners lose marks by copying directly from the future exams text, writing more than 90 words, including examples instead of main ideas, or writing fewer than 7 points. So please avoid these mistakes, and your summary will immediately improve. Summary writing is not difficult. It is about following the instructions. If you start practicing today on how to identify summary ideas, paraphrasing, and writing clearly, you can secure these marks in every exam. That's it for summary writing. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.